Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So in front of me, you guys will see we're going to do a box opening of the Insignia 4K front and rear dashboard camera. This is a black and color. It is a 4K model. I picked it up from my local Best Buy. So the reason behind this is I had a situation actually the day before I got married. I don't know if I've ever discussed this, but had a situation driving down the interstate, and a dump truck made a left turn. It was a construction area. He did a left turn from the fast lane, so the far left lane of the fast lane, and everybody was traveling at a good rate of speed. I mean, we were going the speed limit through that area, and I don't know if he just wasn't paying attention, missed his turn, didn't know the area. I don't know what happened, but he did that and caused everybody behind to slam on the brakes. I as well. However, a Chevy pickup behind me did not. And he wasn't going to make it in time, and I was driving my wife's car at the time, and so he went over into the next lane. I stayed in my lane, and he actually ended up plowing into the side of I want to say red Buick or Cadillac. I don't remember now exactly what, but that turned into an absolute nightmare with the insurance company. So I got out because I thought for sure he hit me because of the impact noise, and about the time that he would have impacted me, there was a huge impact noise, and I pulled off, he pulled off. I got out, started walking around in the vehicle, and noticed that nope, he never did hit me. So he walked up to me and he even verbally said, "Hey, no, you're good, I never did hit you." I thought that was the end of it. I could tell that he had actually hit a vehicle beside him, and she was getting out of her vehicle. So we had to go. We had to meet a deadline. So I went ahead, jumped back in my vehicle, and took off. I mean, we had a deadline. Like I said, we were getting married. So. Anywho, long story short, he ended up chasing us down, got a license plate number, and I thought he was wanting it as a witness, so I went ahead and called the local police department, and thankfully I did that because that was probably the biggest turning point in the whole situation, because turns out that he tried to say that I got into his lane and caused him to, or he went to the lane to my right, and then I went into that lane, causing him to go into the next lane, which caused him to hit that vehicle. And that wasn't the case. I even said in my recording, or I think I said in the deposition, whatever, from the insurance, that I was so close to the car in front of me that I could read the license plate and the license plate number and the registration sticker. So I myself, was very lucky that I didn't hit that vehicle in front of me. And so anyway, long story short, the insurance, thankfully for the recording that I called the police department, I was able to submit that to the insurance, and they relieved me of any wrongdoing. But that's why this is happening. So, and that's been several years now. Like I said, me and my wife have been married now for just over 2 years. So I finally decided let's pick up the dash cam that would have shown everything. It would have probably even helped the guy that did get in the accident, that the dump truck driver, what he caused a huge headache. So let's go ahead and get into this. All right, let's take a look here. So I've already popped the little tab there. I have not opened it, but I had to go ahead and pre-cut that to make it easier on the video. Let's take a look here. What do you get with this? Cost me right around it was $149. Matter of fact, I got the specs here. It was $149.99. And I think I spent right around 154. I had a $10 off coupon, so, or a $5 off coupon. So, first one you're gonna get is the actual front forward camera. You get your owner's manual here. To apologize, the camera angle that I'm at, and then the rest of the stuff that you're gonna get here. So again, I have no idea what's all in here, so let's take a look. What do you get? And I've never installed one of these, so this is going to be in itself a very interesting build as well. So let's see, open that up. Alright, so you get a looks like to be a shorter cable here, and then you get your shorter cable. I believe it's going to go to the front camera, and then you get the longer cable. I believe will go to the back camera. Makes sense in my mind. So you get two cables. Forward one that will be a shorter one, doesn't have as far as go to the charging source, and then the rear. So what do we get in the little baggies? These are probably going to be the mounts that you're going to get. I believe this can be mounted permanently and suction cup mount. So this is going to be your suction cup mount for your forward facing camera. Pretty cool. The rear, from the picture, it looks like the rear is going to be a permanent mount, which I'm not too particularly thrilled with that. But for this case, we're going to have the vehicle for a while, so it's not like we're going to be moving around. But yep, looks like that is going to be a permanent mount, 3M sticky adhesive there. So, and that should be for the rear facing. This blast baggie is going to be your actual power point source. Plugs into your 12 volt supply, and from what I could tell, just without looking at the cameras, it looks like the rear, everything is going to connect. So it'll be actually two cords running to the front camera, and then from there, yeah, so this will be your power to this. Obviously plugs in like so forth. This will go to the front camera. This will go to the front camera as well from the rear camera. Okay, and these are going to be the actual camera units themselves. Let's see. I apologize because the GoPro is right in front of me, so I cannot see what I'm doing. There we go. Do this. Let's slide it out this way. What you get here? Flip some tape here. Pull out the front, pull out the rear. Anything else in the packaging? No. All right. So let's do the rear one first. You guys all want to see the rear one, right? Maybe it's just me. Interesting. Okay. So I do take that back. I'm gonna say this is also permanent mount, the front one. So I do take that back. Again, you guys are seeing this first time as I am. The front rear camera already has the mount to it. It looks like that can be tightened up, loosened, but I'm not sure if that's like a GoPro style where you can actually unscrew the whole thing. So it'll be interesting putting this all together. It looks pretty self-explanatory. You plug it in, and then my assumption is you're going to run this cable to the front camera, and then you'll have the cable running from the front camera running to the power supply. Makes most sense to me. So for your rear camera, or your front camera, excuse me, it looks straight up like a old school camera, like a digital camera. So this should be interesting. And my only concern is, and you know, well, I guess if it happens, it happens. But you know, I don't know how easy it is going to be to mount and dismount this. Looks like it might just slide right on here, actually. So you take that, and let's see. Sorry, I have to go off camera here to look at it. Yeah, my assumption is it's going to go like that. And I don't know if there's a button to get it back off. Nope. Okay, so it just slides into like a little groove there. See the groove right there. So you'll slide in the thickest part, and then it strictly slides down to the skinny part there. And that's how it mounts on, vice versa. So pretty simple. Not sure, it's going to be pretty easy to take that off. Obviously, go on a vacation, go to the airport, you don't want to leave it. And it does mount like that, actually. That's the top there. You can see the fork gauge to the bottom. So this actually is how it will mount onto the dash. And then the suction cup will be mounted to the window, to the front windshield. So looks like all your cable connections are going to be going to the top. Interesting. You would think it would go to the bottom. There's going to be all your controls. I don't have my card. I do need to pick up a card. I'm going to get a pretty decent size one. I need to look at the paperwork to see what card this would accept. Because some, they get weird. I would get the Mac Daddy card at 256. But if it doesn't need that, because I believe this rewrites over the old footage anyways, if I don't need that big of a card, then I would just get a smaller 64 gig card if it's going to rewrite it anyways. So I got to read to see what they recommend. And again, we're going in this blind. So power buttons, there's all kinds of buttons down here. Obviously there's got to be, because it does not run off a battery, so you're going to have a power supply. So I would turn that on for you guys, but unfortunately, like I said, it's not battery operated at all. You do need to maintain the power supply to this. Now, my next concern, I'll have to read it as well, is does that drain your battery? And I think I saw some reviews that said it was draining the battery. However, most of your newer cars anymore automatically cut supply to power supply after a certain amount of time. So be interested. Again, I'm gonna read into the manual so I don't kill the battery. But pretty cool. I mean, that's front and rear. Little doohickey here for the rear camera, and then you got your front. Again, looks very, very self-explanatory. So, well, I don't know that I'll do an install video. It's very complicated. That's a small car. You guys saw in a video. I no longer have the truck, so this is what's going into the wife's car, as that's now the primary vehicle that we're going to be driving. So I hope you guys like this unboxing of the Insignia 4K front and rear dash cam. $150 or $149.99 at your local Best Buy. I had a $5 off coupon, and I think it still came out to about either 155 or 159 was the final price with our tax here in Florida, sales tax. So like, subscribe, catch you in the next one.